All right. Thank you, Skip Pruitt. And we have a very special guest. I even brought a special hat to start with this, man. Let me start with this hat.
Oh, my God. Put the label.
Hey, get the label right. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my God. Look at you.
Oh, I can't get the label right. Man.
Good. You're good. You're good.
I be thinking.
Hey,
George Wallace.
Thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
How you doing, George?
I don't know where you are. I don't know where I am, but I know we're together, so it's all good.
Yeah, man, it's all good, bro. Thanks for this hat. You sent this to me some years ago, man. And I still have the paper in it, as a matter of fact. I would never wear it. It's just a keepsake. I said, I'll have this all my life because you sent it to me.
I can't believe he took it off. He took my hat off in front of me.
Well, it was just a promotional thing. It was just...
That hat is now worth thousands of dollars because you put it on your head, Donnie. It's worth thousands of dollars. Your hat is worth more than mine because you're Donnie Simpson.
Oh, please. You're George Wallace. Man, it's so good to see you, George.
Donnie, let me tell you something. I got a problem with you because you remain the same age. I was talking to you earlier. You were telling me about kids. Now, I apologize, but I still think you're like 30 years old, and I think maybe your kids might be maybe they're old now, 12, 15, coming out of high school, something like that.
Oh, yeah, right.
And you told me something different. You said you got grandkids.
Oh, I got six grandkids.
Look at you. You look so young. You look the same age when I met you in the 90s.
I know.
90s, yeah.
Well, you know how we do, George.
I'm cracking. This black cracking. I'm cracking. But you don't crack. Oh, Donnie, I'm serious.
Oh, man. Well, thank you,
look
George.
so young. And I ask you, and your smile, and you said those are your original teeth?
Yes, these are my original teeth. I mean, I dropped not the ones I got at 2 years old. But
no, not when you got a 10 either. Listen. You know that place called Clear Choice?
Uh-huh.
These are Clear Choice. These are original teeth. Yeah. They're about 6 months old. Your smile is so perfect, and you still look so young, man. That is so wonderful.
Well, thank you, George.
And having 6 grandkids. What do they call you, little boy? Hey, Donnie.
Little boy.
Your grandkids say to you, come on, little boy, go play with us. Come with us. Y'all go visit people. They go, can he come play with us? Donnie, I swear you look in your 30s. You look in your 30s. That's great, man.
Yeah. No, George, I ain't far behind you, bro.
You're a long ways behind me. And you did a show not too long ago, and I don't know what that came on the show, but you did an evening with Sybil Wilkes or something like that.
Yes.
Everybody went crazy, man. Everybody went crazy. And when it comes down to radio, we know you're the man. And you're in Washington, D.C. We don't know where else you are, but you should be syndicated all over America, too.
Yeah, well, you know what, George? We talked about that at one point, man, syndication. And the problem I had with it was that, so much of what I do is revolves around music. And, and I play some of everything, man. So I'm like, so what? When I play Tupac and Biggie, what happens? They were like, well, on the station in Detroit, because they only play Kim and Luther, then we cover it with a Luther song. It's like, no, I'm not interested. I wouldn't do it like that way.
I'm interested in a format that people of our age, over 50, I think there's a new market out there. We have the money. When I say there's a new market, Home Depot needs us. We the money. We're people with the money to go down to Home Depot and buy those goods there.
No question.
And I just think there is a market for our music, older music, new music. You should look into that because people like good music.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
no
just
doubt.
Good music. And throw in a gospel song every now and then. That's what if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, well, I throw in gospel every day on my radio show, man.
I think I
close out that way.
I think I learned that from you.
Oh, is that right?
I got that from you. Yeah. When I went to New York to Kiss FM every morning at 7:20, I played the gospel truth. I think I stole that from you because you closed. It wasn't
Jesus is Love, the Commodores.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Because you did my show it was during a period where I walked out.
Let's just tell the truth. I tried to get your job. Hey, Donnie, you walked out. I think you were gone for must have been over a month.
Yeah,
and I sat in for you.
Yeah,
and I was so radical. They said because I was saying to lock people up, and I was ahead of my time because I was one of the young guys in radio. didn't know what to say, what not to say, but I was saying,
Yeah.
lock up everybody. And the program director just didn't like that because every time I said, lock them up, you'd hear the door slam in the jail, clunk. I was locking up everybody in DC. So that was
Was
back
it?
in the 90s. So George Bush must have been in office back then, eh?
Yeah,
So
I think
I
so.
was locking up everybody, and I think his name was Jay Stephen.
Yep,
We had a good
JC.
time, but they hated me locking people up. Lock them up. Lock them up. Anytime somebody do something
Uh,
stupid, lock them up. But we have learned so much. I'm gonna let you talk. I just want you to
oh
know
no, man.
we
Yeah.
love you. We have learned so much from you, and I hope you get something going because people are gonna love you no matter what music you play. Ah,
Yeah, well,
there's a little bit of that.
I push the envelope, musically, because something you said a few minutes ago. You said people love good music, and to me,
Good
that's
music.
all. It's good music and bad music. Well, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis tell me there's one other. He says there's good music, bad music, and then there are hits. And so, you
And he
know,
should have said, and then there's country music. No. Hey, Johnny, what did you say? And then there are hits. That's the truth right there. And then there's hits. Yeah.
right.
I shouldn't have said country music because what's a little black brother right now that's killing country music.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I
he's
can't think
killing
of his
it.
name.
Until
Yeah,
they find out who he is, they're gonna kill his ass one day. He's gonna be up
don't say that, George.
I shouldn't I take it back. And they're gonna get
That's
there, they
worse
go,
than
"Look,
lock them up. You'd rather lock them up than kill them.
lock him up. Lock him up." I'll take that back. I'm glad he's doing well. He's the new young kid and he's doing good music
Yeah.
and country. So we can do
Yeah.
anything.
Do you know
We can
Charlie Pride? Did you ever meet Charlie Pride?
I did meet Charlie Pride. He came
Yeah.
to my show in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Something happened, Donnie. Let me tell you. You mentioned Charlie Pride coming to my show, and I did a show with him on the road one time,
Uh-huh.
and it was down in Texas, and it was all of them and us,
Uh-huh.
all of them and two of us, and thousands of them and two of us. But we did a great show, and that was pretty kind of historical for two black entertainers to be entertaining an
Yeah.
basically an all white country western audience.
Did,
I
did they
did
know
it,
which
and
George Wallace they were coming to see? Were they confused?
now you got jokes. Now you got jokes. Oh, we thought it
I'm
was
just
other
wondering.
George. I swear.
Just thought it was Alabama's George Wallace.
Amazing people. I guess about when I first started, people were driving down the street and they saw George Wallace up on the marquee,
Uh-huh.
and then people were asking, well, they were surprised. They thought he was dead.
Yeah.
So no, the people know that they're paying $100 to see the show. They know who the real George Wallace is now. So, but that's a joke we used to do. I know George Wallace. That's the first joke Johnny Carson did when I did the show.
Oh, really? What was it?
Don't change your television sets. It's George Wallace. And people going, Lula May come in here. And I started the show, the Tonight Show, where I say segregation today, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. George Wallace. So,
Wow. So, what was it like to be on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson? I mean, he's the king of television.
and he didn't like your butt.
What do you mean he didn't like me?
He wasn't a big fan of us.
Oh, really?
No, as you notice, as the shows were, who hosted the show? Bill Cosby. There were some
Yeah.
black people back at the time. When I say some black people like
Yeah.
Samuel Davis Jr. He was in.
Right.
Bill
Right.
Cosby. He was in. Um, mm, I think Richard Pryor did host the show a few times, but Red Fox never hosted the show.
Hmm.
Um, and we had to be twice as good to get on the Tonight Show than those other people. Um, and it was a known fact. I went to do the Tonight Show with Shirley Hemphill. We remember her from What's Happening,
Yeah.
and she was the #1 show at the time on ABC. She got bumped that night, and she said, "F Johnny Carson." I mean, really loud, walking out. She said, "I don't give a damn if I'm ever on this show again." He was not really fond of us unless you were really in.
Wow.
Yeah, if you start looking back in history, you go, "Oh yeah, a lot of people, didn't do the show. A lot of people
Yeah.
didn't do the
Wow.
show, didn't
Wow. I
host
didn't
the
know
show."
that. That's
But it
interesting.
was the show to do. So when I
Yeah.
got on the Tonight Show, that is one of the shows that I'm one of the guys of that era that kind of broke ground for the newer black comedians. I'm 10 years ahead of Steve Harvey and those new young kids that came out with
Yeah.
Ham and BET. So, but I did that, and I did the Tonight Show on a Thursday night, and the next night I was working in front of 17,000 people, opening for Natalie Cole. But that's one thing about the Tonight Show. If you did the Tonight Show, you were working after that. You would immediately
Yeah.
to Las Vegas. So you were somewhat of a hit after
Yeah.
you did the nice show.
That's
I can say that. I can say that. And
yeah.
I did
I
it
was
quite
going
a
to
few
ask you that,
times.
how it
I did it.
impacted your show. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your career.
My career tremendously. So it got me on everything from Hollywood Squares. I did everything,
Wow.
everything. But I'm going to say this to say I did Merv Griffin. I did every TV show there was to do, even Dinah Shore,
Mm.
David Brenner. You name the show, any show that was out, I did it. But I always have to make it perfectly clear that Arsenio Hall, I did his show more than any comedian,
Hmm.
and I have to give him more credit than anybody else
Ah.
because I mean, we Arsenio was so good for me. One night I did Arsenio, and he says a profound statement like entertainers say, "Come back anytime." I said, "Okay," and I showed up the next day. So since we decided to do it, we made it a show. And he came out and said, "George, what are you doing here?" I said, "You told me to come back anytime. I'm here tonight." He met me at the limousine and walked me through the whole to the stage. So you
Uh,
don't tell me to come back and I don't come back. I'm here. So I did the whole show, and we
that's
started
great.
talking. And
Yeah.
at the time, I had brought back the Your Mama jokes. I'm the one that brought back the Your Mama joke.
Yeah.
Me and Will Smith and Arsenio. And Arsenio said something about Will Smith's mother because one day they did a whole show on me, just the two of them.
Uh-huh.
I said, "What about Will Smith's ugly ass mama?" And Arsenio went, and Will and his mama was sitting in the
Oh
audience.
no.
And Donnie, I went, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't know you was out there." I said, "But I am your real daddy." That's what I said. And today, to this day, all of us were very good friends. Very good
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about his mother? How does she feel about you?
His mother. I'm saying his mom too. We talk all the time.
Oh, is that
We
right?
talk all,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we
great.
became very good friends. As they say, as much money as I made y'all. And then when we took on the Your Mama jokes, it caught on in the young kids. I should have written a book, but some of the young kids, they wrote books about Your Mama jokes. And of course, I was known as the king of the Your Mama
Oh,
jokes back
no
in the day.
question.
And I did it so much that I said, I got to do something new. And I can still be doing a concert right now, and somebody will shout out Your Mama.
Yeah.
J. Anthony Brown, who's on my nemesis, and no matter what he does,
Uh-huh.
he has to talk about my mama. No matter so that little we still fight about each other's mama,
Yeah.
and so it's good coming up with jokes too.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Like his mama, when the virus first came out, and we didn't have enough testing.
Uh-huh.
So J. Anthony Brown mama, she opened up her own testing centers,
Oh.
and she had it because she wanted to help out. And what she did was she had her own testing centers for the virus 19, what do you call it?
COVID-19.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Yeah.
And so what you do, and it was like you could stay in your car and get tested.
Oh.
So she would just like, she's really big. She's I mean, really big.
Uh-huh.
So it was kind of like she just heist her dress. It was a drive-through. She'd heist her dress, her skirt, and you just in your car, you just drive right under, and you just drive right under. You stop,
This is bad.
and out of nowhere, it was like a car wash. It was like a car wash. You hear clink, 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 and all of a sudden you hear a spray. We go all over the car and all over you, and just completely clean. It's like a car wash. You just pull up in there and you hear, and she would spray you. And then she had open centers everywhere because at the time Trump didn't have any testing centers, so she had her own testing centers, and she could do that. And she had them in Atlanta, Detroit, Cleveland. She just had them everywhere, and she was very smart about it too. She would always open them up next to a sporting goods store, that big sporting goods store.
Dick's?
That's one, Dick's. She loved it. Let me tell you, if you ever want to get Jansen, if you ever want to get Janet Brown Mama something for Christmas, you can always go to Dick's department store. She just all of her stores are next door to Dick's because that's where she hangs out. And if you see a Dick's department store, sporting goods store, you'll see Janet Brown Mama because she loves Rick's. Uh-huh.
Oh boy!
So,
Wow.
now
Well,
he's gonna
I'm
get me-
glad
he's
she could
gonna
help
get me
out.
for
That
this.
was nice of her to volunteer to help out like that.
Oh, she's got
I'm
she's
sure-
got business. She's got so much business now, and she has 2 lanes under her skirt.
Oh, is
2
that
lanes,
right?
one in going in both directions. 2 lanes. You kind of feel like you're at rallies or that other. What's the name of that other? Checkers. Yeah, you got 2
Checkers,
lanes.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you just drive up. It's like a car wash. It's like a wax come over you, and that's the vaccine. That's the
Oh,
vaccine, and
okay.
so so
Wow.
that's how the
Okay.
mama jokes go. But it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I try to be on stage for whatever my time limit is, but somebody somewhere is gonna shout out, "How about your
Yeah.
ugly ass mama?"
I was at one of your shows one night with Chris Paul and Huggy Lowdown,
Oh my
and
God,
and
those
you
2.
had finished your set, and someone did that, yelled out your mama's. You did another 20 minutes, and I remember Chris and Huggy being amazed. They were like, we were all just like blown away. 20 minutes and not one, all your mama jokes, and not
Yeah.
one missed.
Well, that's what I was doing. I was into it, you know. I don't even know the jokes anymore, especially
Really?
no, and especially the original ones. You know, oh my
Yeah.
God, if you were to talk about my mama right now, I couldn't do it. Matter of fact, I can't do my act, Donnie, because I've been on stage since March 14th, and I
Oh,
forgot my act. I don't know what to do if I were to. I probably could do a show, but I would have to really do some work. I
yeah.
keep my yellow pad with me though. I always
Yeah.
have my
Yeah.
yellow
Yeah.
pad, my legal pad, no matter what. I could come up with a little something. I got that legal pad with me no matter what.
Always. I love it.
Yes, so I
I
love
love it.
writing my new jokes, and
Yeah.
now we got the COVID. We got to make that funny some way, somehow. Since March, I've been in this house and trying to social distance. I live alone right now, and I'm trying to stay 6 feet away from me. I don't trust nobody, Donnie.
I hear you.
I took my mirror out of my bathroom to push it further back so I wouldn't see me.
Now that's taking it seriously.
I'm taking it really serious.
I love
Nobody
it.
comes to my house. Only people come. Some people used to come visit me. Ben and Jerry's, they stop by sometime. I have to let them. And Ben
Uh-huh.
and they got that chunky monkey ice cream. Have you had the chunky monkey?
No, I haven't.
Oh, chunky monkey, you got to get that ice cream, Donnie.
Yeah.
Chunky monkey. And every now and then, Jimmy Dean, he stopped by with breakfast, you know, with his sausage. And then Sarah Lee, I hadn't seen her in a long time, but I had to let her in.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Some people you
But
gotta let in. I get that.
so we're still writing jokes. And of course, we got COVID 45, and that's jokes forever.
It's amazing, man. It's really something to
But
watch,
it is
George.
my
You know
job to come back to it is my job and our job as comedians. Laughter is healing for the soul,
yeah.
healing for the nation. So whatever the situations are, it is our job. And we comedians, we appreciate that we can come, and we thank y'all for coming out to watch us and put some laughter in your life. Because when you stop laughing, you stop living.
Mhm.
That's why I wrote the book. I wrote a book called, of course, Laugh It Off, still in its third printing. And it's just, you got to keep laughing. No,
Always.
always. You know,
Always.
you go to a funeral now, it's got to be some laughter there.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
you look back at your parents whooping your ass. Now you got to, you know,
It's funny now. It wasn't
it's,
funny then.
it wasn't funny. But somebody tweeted out the other day, Donnie, all of the people got to ask what with a switch. How y'all doing? Then they said, how about the new kids growing up today? How y'all doing? Switch came in pretty good.
Wow,
The
yeah.
switch kids are a little better off. You
Yeah.
know, we know respect, and we're taught to love our parents. But these new kids now, man, I see kids cursing the parents out and telling the parents, I don't understand that. As old as I am, it's a new day.
Yeah. No, it's different. There's no
Yeah,
question
it's
about it.
new. Yeah.
No question. So I want to ask you about well, you mentioned your best friend, Jerry Seinfeld. And
Mhm.
I know you actually lived together for a while, right? When you first went to New York to pursue comedy?
I'm actually the real George on the TV show. I was his roommate for 13 years.
Really?
I was his roommate for 13 years. We
Wow.
lived on 129 West 81st Street, New York City.
Wow.
And for 13 years, I lived with that idiot. Uh, I've told people know I was best man in his wedding,
I know. I know.
and I'm also the father of his kids. We all know that. But yes, we started together in New York City at a club called Catch a Rising Star.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, we connected. And for 44 years, we've been best friends. I'm
Wow.
surprised he hasn't called on the phone lit up. We still talk 5 times a day.
Really?
5 times. In this book here, he says, we are two different people. George Wallace, that's what he said. He says, I chose to go and make millions of dollars. He chose another direction. But I'm doing just fine. I achieved my goal. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm teaching the young people now, the young comedians. Make sure you honor your essence and love what you do. And
Yeah.
don't worry about making all the money in the world. I'm teaching people now, the young comedians, don't worry about being number one, being on top of the mountain. Just be on your way up the mountain.
Hmm.
Just after I've been doing this for 45 years, and I'm still growing. I'm
Wow.
still growing. A lot of times people on top of the mountain, a lot of hell come with people on top of the mountain. With a guy named Michael Jackson, number one, caught hell. Had a guy named Richard Pryor, number one, caught hell. Had a guy named Arthur Ashe back in the day, caught hell. Had the president of the United States, Bill Clinton, caught hell. Sometimes when been on top of the mountain, comes with a lot of problems. Just be on your way up the mountain and love what you do. Honor your essence. Love what you do.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I love all of the comedians out there and who's funny. Just be you. I'm a marketing guy, and there's a market for every entertainer out there. Like,
Yeah.
look at you. You on radio. When I met you, you wasn't doing. I've been doing you for 30, 40 years, and you ain't doing nothing now but laughing, and you get a nice check. Isn't it wonderful? So I
It
teach people
is.
to make sure you enjoy your life. Try to live your dream. Just because you get a degree in marketing doesn't mean you got to do statistical analysis the rest of
Yeah.
your life. You
Yeah.
might enjoy painting flowers or fixing refrigerators or racing cars, whatever it is. Make sure you love to go to work. I love to go to work. I'm ready to
Yeah.
go to work right now.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
just told you, I don't have an act, but if I get up on that stage, something's going to come up if I just talk to the people. I
Right.
love what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
But,
get it. So do
but I
I,
should
man.
be a preacher. I should have been a preacher. That's what I should have been.
Yeah.
Make me
Well,
some real money, like my good friend Joel Osteen.
make some
Joel
real money.
Osteen,
Huh?
Joel Osteen, he's one of the best comedians in the world.
Really?
You've never heard Joel Osteen start a sermon without a joke.
Huh.
Oh, I like to start off with a little funny story
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
heard and blinking his eyes. I don't think they sell Visine in Houston because Joel Osteen. But yes, that's how important laughter is. Joel
Yeah.
would tell the joke, and once he tell that joke, he's got him.
Yeah.
And he's out of there in 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He makes tons of money. He never even asked for money, Donnie. They just send it
They
to him.
just send it. Don't even have to ask.
Yeah, so maybe I
Yeah.
should have been a minister, been a preacher.
You know, that was my first ambition in life,
Really?
was to be a Baptist minister. Yeah.
Oh, well, me too. You know, when I first started comedy, I was a preacher, the Right Reverend George Wallace. That's
I
what I was.
know. I
I had
know.
on a
That's right.
robe, I had a cross and everything, and I had a yellow page phone book. Oh, remember the yellow pages?
Oh, of
That
course.
was my Bible. That thick yellow pages. It was
Yeah.
called the Good Book of Bell. The good, whatever you want, look it up in the book. For some shoes, everything you need is in this book. Amen. So yeah, so I'm out of the church, and I still love the church, and
Yeah.
I do shows in the church. I'm good friends with my pastors, Dr. Charles E. Blake, number one Church of God in Christ, and we're the largest nomination in black nomination in America now in the world. You know, when we were kids, they used to call it the Sanctified Church, the Holy Rollers. But now we're on top. And I love churches everywhere I go. In Washington, D.C., you say, what was his name? H. Beecham Hicks in Washington, D.C.,
Yes,
and
sir.
Susie and Oscar Owens or something like that, and
Yeah.
all of those. Everywhere I go, the Washington, Chicago, I love all the preachers. Dr. Barbara King here in Atlanta, Georgia. There's two Dr. Barbara Kings in Atlanta, Georgia. Both of them. I love church. And if you can't laugh, and matter of fact, that's where the best laughs are, in church. And people lie in church. They lie. You go to church, and the preacher said, everybody bow your heads, close your eyes in prayer.
Uh-huh.
You might close one eye. Donnie, you might close one, but you ain't closing both of those eyes. I'm telling you right there. My mom used to say, close your eyes, boy. How you know?
Yeah.
How you know? So yeah, so I love the church. I love laughter at the church. But I love laughter everywhere. I talk a little bit about anything and everybody. And I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
I'm the most successful person you've ever met. Let's
Hmm.
make that perfectly clear. It's not how much money you make.
No, it's
It's
not.
how you enjoy your life while you're living.
That's
And look
right.
at you. I just love every time we see you, people get happy with that
Wow.
smile on your face, with your original teeth.
Well, I'm a happy man, you know. I am.
Donnie
I love
Simpson has his
life.
original teeth. You love life also, don't
I
you?
do. Love life,
And
man.
you get
Love
to
it
play
every
golf, you
day.
get to have sports in your life. Isn't that wonderful? And that's why
Yeah.
you keep that smile on your face,
Yeah.
enjoying life.
Yeah, I mean, and
Really.
it's not all light, you know, it's not all golf. I mean, you know, we deal with everyday stuff like anybody else, but it's, you know, how you deal with it, you know. I mean, I'm
Yes,
gonna,
yes.
yeah. But, you know, I've always enjoyed life, man. You know, you talk about loving work. I mean, I've been at it for 51 years now, George, and can't wait to go to work
Really?
every Monday.
Are you
You know? Oh
serious?
yeah,
51
51
years?
years since I was 15, man.
Oh my
You know?
God.
Yeah. And I
Wait a
love
second.
it.
Since you were 15,
Yeah.
51
You just
years?
did the math, right? 66.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Man, God bless you. God bless you. You know, I'm just going to tell you the truth. When I turned 66, shut, shut up. Just shut up. You did the math, huh?
No, I read Wikipedia.
Listen to me.
Oh,
My earpiece keep coming off. I love life. I love living.
yeah, man,
I
no doubt.
travel all over the world. I love traveling. That's my
Yeah,
first degree was in transportation. Then, of course, I went to school. I got a degree in marketing and advertising,
yeah.
and I did a lot of. You probably don't know that I was vice president of the world's largest outdoor advertising agency in New York City. All the billboards and the spectaculars at Times Square. Well, I was vice president of that before I
Really?
became a comedian.
I
Yes,
knew you were
so
marketing. I didn't know that
yes, I did that. I made a
specifically.
lot of money, but I was trying to get myself a financial cushion before I went to the into the comedy clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
So a new comedy club opened in New York City, and I went in and I said, "Let me put you guys on the back of the buses." I got 5,000 buses in New York City, and I got like 500 going up and down Second and Third Avenue on the east side. It was called the comic strip. Let me put
Mhm.
you guys on the back of the bus and put your business in the streets.
Yeah.
So I sold that program, and then said, "By the way, I do a little comedy act too." And they said, "You do?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Well, come back tomorrow night, Thursday night, and audition." I went back Thursday night, and I've been on stage ever since then.
Really?
And I
Wow.
slowly transitioned myself from marketing to comedy, and just loved it. Just
Yeah,
love what
yeah.
I do.
I want to ask you about some people. Richard
Oh,
Pryor.
fantastic! Loved him. Used to watch him every night. You know, when I was becoming a comedian, he was the king. Still is the king. But that's when all of the albums were out, and he was going crazy. That was crazy, and all the Live on Sunset.
Yeah.
I saw. Let me tell you something. A miracle. I saw a miracle when he put Live on Sunset together. I saw him working on it. The first week he started to put it together,
Hmm.
and we went. All the comedians in the back went, "Ugh, this is horrible." The second week, this it's just not funny. It's just not funny. The
Hmm.
third week, well, at least it's better than it was last week. And the fourth week, we went back and says, "This is kind of coming together." And the fifth week, we're going, "Holy cow!" But that's how brave he was. He wouldn't go back to Mudbone. He stuck to it, putting it together, go back and work on it. The sixth week, he was rolling. 3 months later, Live on Sunset.
Wow.
Now, that's some work.
Hmm.
Richard Pryor did it. He worked on it very hard, and he just loved comedy, and the people loved him. And when
Yeah.
that love comes back to you, it gets easier. And anything he would say would be funny because that's what you come to do, laugh. You come to laugh. And he would do a joke, and I don't even think this is his joke, but when he did this joke, I still love it today about the two brothers talking to each other about who had the biggest
Yeah.
how you say that tallywhacker, who had the biggest tallywhacker.
Yeah. Right. Right.
There wasn't no nothing like that. So they went up on the Golden Gate Bridge, and then one brother pulled his tallywhacker out, and the brother said, "Uh, this water cold." And I thought that was done. I thought
I
that
know.
was a
You thought
joke.
that was it,
I
right?
thought I was at yeah, so that was good about Richard Pryor had the tiger.
Yeah.
And this water cold, the people went berserk.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the other brother pulled this thing out and said, "Yeah." And
And
it's
it's
deep
deep
too.
too.
Oh my
Classic.
well, that,
Classic.
that was a classic. It was just yes.
Classic.
The
But
little taggers, even justice. Ain't nobody down here but just
yeah,
us.
I know.
All the little taggers he did. He
But
did.
let me ask you this, George, because you're a comedian. Because this is something, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but one thing I love too, and it's a really small thing, but right after that "and deep two" line,
Uh-huh.
he repeats it. He goes, "Yeah, and deep too."
And they
And to
see,
me, that was commentary about amateurs, because Mudbone is an amateur. That character that he's
of
playing,
course.
that amateurs, when they get a laugh, they repeat the line, and that's what.
Exactly.
Is that reading too much into it, or do you think that that's what
No,
that meant?
that's real comedy. That's real enforcing the joke. And it deep too.
Yeah,
And it deep
and
too.
deep too,
You
right?
know who's really good at that?
Who?
J. Anthony Brown is
Hmm.
really good at tagging and adding on with the same. I'm learning. Every time I see a comedian, I'll learn. I'll
Yeah.
learn. Jay had his mom would call his dad, and she called his dad Brown.
Uh huh.
And just to show you how this worked, He said one day his mom was in the kitchen. She called his dad. She said, Brown, 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 Brown. That son of a Brown. He just kept, every time he says Brown, the audience will start laughing more and more. Brown, Brown, Brown. So if you get a tagger, you can make it funnier by repeating the line again.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm still learning that today, and I'm watching young kids. And they got some kids around here. You got Ali Sadiq. You got oh my God, DC Young Fly. Oh my God, this guy is
love
going.
Him.
Is he
DC
young Chris Tucker going crazy?
Yes.
Lunell. Oh my God, I don't know whether Lunell is young or what, but she's. Man, some of these young kids are just really kicking ass, and it's really good. I guess Kevin is still a kid, Kevin Hart. I guess he's still a kid. I don't know, but some of these young comedians are just killing it. And Daphne, I forgot her name, Spring. I've watched these young kids. There's just so much to learn, and they're doing so well. It's just good to see these funny kids.
I'm sure they've learned a lot from you too.
But I'm on the stage with them, so I got on tour. Then I go out, and they go out. Mike Epps.
That's my man.
Joe Torre, all of us on tour together. Samoa. D-Ray, all of us on stage together. Of course, I'm the oldest one, so I ain't gonna let them outdo me.
I know that's right.
Hey, so and I'm for everybody, but we go out and we have fun, and I proceed to try to kick ass. That's my job. If you're gonna hang out with the big dogs, you got to come off the porch.
That's right.
You just stand up on the porch going, yak, 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 yak. You got to come on and get through the gate. Get out there and run with the big dogs. So we have fun.
John Witherspoon.
Oh, John Witherspoon. He's one of the, he's the first black man to bring me on stage at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. He worked at the Comedy Store, and he was a very good friend of mine. He had no money when he started. He came to California to be a model. And so, we're crazy. Comedians are crazy, right? So John said he wanted to be a model, and all of a sudden, I don't know, I said, who the hell told you your ass was cute? He was so crazy, but he was good, and everybody loved him as Pops and the characters that he did. Everywhere. John Witherspoon was a great man. I spoke at his funeral, and his wife knows it's all about laughter. The day he died, his wife said if she could catch him, she'd kill him. So, she said that the day he died. So keeping laughter in the home, no matter what. What a great funeral that was. Great funeral. And I let a lot of laughs go. I didn't do my show. Most people did their show, and I could have wrecked up the place. But Monday morning quarterback going, I should have done that bit, because I got a bit where I make all of the preachers stand up. He had quite a few preachers there, and I normally make them stand up, and I just tell them, I just want to just do me a favor. Just stay standing. Just stay standing for a second, Pastor. Just want to just stay standing. Just stay standing, stay standing, stay standing, stay standing, Pastor, stay standing. And I just keep saying, stay standing, and the audience catching on and going, stay standing. We want you to stay standing, Pastor, because you need to know how it feels. You got to stand up every Sunday, 15, 20, and I have done it. I haven't done it for 15, 20 minutes. Stop lying in the church. Turn around, neighbor. Look, we don't know these damn people. Neighbor, you need a mint. I used to do the whole thing in church. What's up with the grape juice? Now they got the grape juice. I got people, because you got people cussing in church. You got the grape juice. Now you go to church, you got the wafer and the wine combined in a little plastic container.
Right.
Little plastic container, and you can't get it open. I said, you see little old ladies from the motherboard, 80 years old in white dresses. They trying to open it before the pastor. Little old ladies going, this some bull. So when you get into the church, and I got all the stay standing. I got the preacher stay standing. I got music in the background. The people are going crazy because they never. Steve Harvey said, I know, because I got them standing up. I mean, sometimes we're in the arena with 18,000. There's at least 20 preachers there, and they're all standing up. Just stay standing for 15 minutes. And I walk off the stage, Donnie. Stay standing. Stay standing. Stay standing. And the people go crazy. So I love doing that. But Johnny Witherspoon, what a great guy he was. What a great guy. Yeah. And we love him, and we still talk about him. And we're just, it's a part of life, though.
Yeah,
it's a part of life.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, what a great guy. I remember, I learned from Eddie Murphy. He was signing Papa Rock, what's the name? The big fat guy, opera singer, Papa Rock.
Luciano Pavarotti.
That's him.
Yeah.
He was signing some books at a bookstore one day in New York City back when we had record stores, Tower Records and places like that. And Eddie Murphy was in the store. Eddie Murphy started raising hell, and they wanted him out of there. And I learned Eddie Murphy in the news. They was talking about it. I said, they're talking about me though, ain't they? He caused reason to he made the newspaper. So, and Eddie would always love to get up and be funny. And he says, it's okay to be cocky if you can back it up.
Wow.
What a fantastic guy he is. And
Yeah.
he always gave me respect and all, because he says in Comedian Cars Getting Coffee, two guys he never wanted to follow in the comedy clubs. He didn't want to follow Jerry Seinfeld, and he definitely didn't want to follow George Wallace.
Yeah.
He still gives me that respect, and I love him for that.
Yeah.
Now, where he got these 10 kids from, I don't know. All of a sudden, he's got 10 kids. He might be a grandfather pretty soon. You never know.
Right.
But that's amazing. Eddie Murphy, great guy, and of course, the acting was fantastic.
Yeah.
And he was a young guy, 19, 20 when he came into the clubs. We started about the same time, also. Maybe I might have a year on him or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
an incredible career, man.
You know the story on him, just fantastic. And now we want him to come back.
Yeah.
And he was coming back. He said he was coming back, but the virus came out, and so that held him up a little bit. Because once you're a comedian, you love it. You love it. But it is hard to come back, Donnie. It is very hard to come back with these new kids out there.
What makes it so hard?
It's tough. When you're on that stage by yourself, it's tough. And I'm saying, Eddie, all you got to do is go out there and just laugh and just start talking to the people.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You see, when he did Saturday Night Live, he could have done better, because we were expecting more jokes from him, but he didn't. I think that was the 50th anniversary, the 40th anniversary.
Right,
so, yeah.
40th.
And he just did mediocre, but he could have done better. He can do anything you want. He's Eddie Murphy. He's Eddie Murphy. It's hard to get out on that stage because you can't practice one night a week.
Yeah.
You got to get up every night. You know, Seinfeld and I and a few guys, we still on that stage in New York City. We'll do 4 shows a night. We'll go to Gotham Comedy Club. We'll go to the Comic
You mean now?
Now.
Really?
That's why I got this yellow pad. Go do those new jokes. Got to do these jokes. Jokes might be funny. You know me. My jokes might be funny, might not. I don't give a shit. I'm doing these new jokes. I even did it on Arsenio one night. I said, I got to do these new jokes. I'm doing this night show next week. I got to make sure it works.
I'm going to practice on your show.
But yeah, we still go and do our new jokes, and we love it.
That's one thing I love. That comedians will work out. I remember one night I was in Los Angeles. I'd gone out to dinner with Robert Townsend. And he was going to do a set that night at the Comedy Club or Comedy Store.
Comedy Store.
Yeah, the Comedy Store. And at midnight. So we get there about 11:45 and they got the 2 rooms there.
Sure.
And so he sits me in the smaller room. He says, I'll be back in a minute. He comes back 2 minutes later. He says, come on, man, Richard's on. I said, Richard who? He said, Pryor, fool.
And took you over to the big room.
Went over to the big room. It was Richard did a set. Arsenio did a set. Who else?
Paul Mooney may have been. It was Paul Mooney there.
I think he was.
How about Marshall Warfield?
But it was incredible, man. It was it's like, I mean, how do you get all these people on one stage in one night? I mean, it was just incredible, man.
Let me tell you what's good about that. Comedians that love comedy, we could go do a corporate. Let's say we have a corporate for McDonald's, make 50 to 100,000, whatever it is per night. Looking at our clock, can't wait to get off that stage to run down to the Comedy Store, the Improv, or to the Comedy
Work for free.
Work for free.
Wow.
And I love, you know what I love? I love doing jokes. I take my pad out. Joke number 1 worked real good. I'm pretty sure that joke is good. Joke number 2 worked real good. Joke number 3, okay, that needs work. That needs work. Joke number 4 needs work. Joke number 5, okay, worked real good. Now I do joke number 6. Then I go, joke's funny, audience sucks. And I get into that, and the jokes that don't work, and you try to, when these work, the audience loves it.
Yeah,
they just love it. Go back to the yellow pad. You try to go to your regular act. Go back to the pad. Try out some new jokes. Love it to this day. Just love doing new jokes.
I'll tell you one joke I love that you did, and it was just so funny because it was great commentary on being black in America. You were talking about walking around a carpet store being followed by a security guard.
Hey, Donnie, in a carpet store.
Right.
What the hell am I going to hide a roll of carpet? In my pants? In a carpet store. One time, being black, I was with Jerry Seinfeld in Beverly Hills walking to a jewelry store.
Uh-huh.
And the security guard followed me. And I'm going like, this guy's following me.
Uh-huh.
And so, and then it pissed me off. And I said, why do you keep following me? And I went off, but how much you make an hour? $13 an hour. I could buy anything in this damn store I want. You following me, looking at me like I'm gonna steal some shit. In the meantime, my white friend came in with me. He got his stuff gone.
Uh-huh.
So you're watching the wrong guy.
You-
That used to make me sick with security following me around, man.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, just crazy. And one time I was in a store, I think that same joke you did. I start running, he start running. I start running, he start running, just to check me out.
Yeah, right.
It's just so many things of being black, man. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, now I talk about a lot of blackness. Now I even tell people about being black. Have you ever been to Africa? I love
Yes.
to tell my
Oh, yeah.
audience. You ever been to Africa? And most somebody, you want to go to Africa? You don't know, you don't have enough money to go to Africa. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to get you to Africa. You call Delta Airlines, okay? And they're going to fly you to Atlanta.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
And Donnie, and you won't know the difference. You don't want to, you get off the plane in Atlanta, Georgia, you see some Africans get off the plane in Atlanta and go, oh my God. Huh? I never see these many black people live. Ooh, ooh. I tell the people, there's so many black people in Atlanta, and it's the truth. It's just like, there's so many black people in Atlanta. I used to do the joke. What was the joke? Chick-fil-A is open on Sunday. There's so many black people in and they're rich. They're not just regular black people. They're rich too. They own oil companies. And I didn't know they don't have them on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, DC, all up at the East Coast, they have a gas station called BP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black people.
Is that what that's for? I didn't know that.
Black people own Chinese restaurants in Atlanta. They got oxtail fried rice. It's a lot of black people. Hey, I wrote this joke 14 years ago, 15 years ago, and now I brought it back. I said, I have so many black people in Atlanta that I got on Delta Airlines other day on 777. And I looked to my left up in the cockpit, a black pilot. I went, oh my God, the newest plane in a black guy. I looked to my right, black co-pilot. You got to be kidding me. Oh my God. And I'm walking to my seat, 12 black flight attendants. Oh my God, I am so happy. I said, oh my God, this is a man. I had to just walk up down the aisle, went down the aisle, high-fiving everybody. And it was one of those big planes. I went over to the left side, came back up to the front of the plane, high-fiving everybody. I got to the front of the plane and got off. Not today. Too soon. Too soon? Not today.
Too soon, huh?
Two black pilots and all black crew. Not today. Not me.
That's sick, George.
So that's the sick that is having fun. It's great.
That's funny, man.
So yeah, there's so much happening out there.
So a life of comedy. But, I mean, there has to be something, the other side of life. It's not just all laughs for you. I mean, what makes you sad, George? What?
I tell you, one thing makes me sad, and this happened to me, discriminatory practices. And this happened to me. I went to Las Vegas in 2004 for 30 days, and me being a marketing specialist. And I started to do some things, and so they kept me there for 60 days, and then 90 days. And the president of the hotel, he was a black guy. You know what he came to me and said?
What?
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. That's what he told me at the Flamingo. 800 seats. I was there for 10 years.
Wow.
So,
wow, George.
I played Las Vegas more. I've done more shows than any African American. That includes Sammy Davis Jr., Red Fox, and Lena Horne.
Wow.
Because they paved the way for me, and I thank God for them. It's just amazing what. And then they start calling me the new Mr. Vegas every night with a show. And I didn't work for the hotel. I owned the show. Let's make that perfectly clear. I was a producer. I was the promoter. I was a director. I did all of the marketing. I owned the show, and that's the good thing about it. So I stayed there, but I went away, and I came back to do a hotel called the South Point. I came back on a Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, only about 4 years ago. And guess what I played to open up? My opening music was lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. And I played the whole version. And I had pictures up on about black people, Shirley Chisholm, Oprah, all of the major, President Barack Obama, everybody.
Wow.
I
How was
got
it
fired for
received?
doing that.
What? Are you serious?
Yep, I had 3 additional shows, and they were going, "What was that all about?" And I
Wow.
just said, "You know what? That's racism." Now I'm talking about it. I'm talking about that's racism. On Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. weekend,
Hmm.
place was packed out, but those old rich, there was a lot of rich white people in there,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't get it. They didn't like it. It was the same thing as Colin Kaepernick.
Hmm.
They didn't get it. They didn't understand it, and I got released for that because they thought it was too much blackness.
Wow. Well,
But
George, it's been such a pleasure, man. I'm telling you,
what have we
man.
talked about? Did you? I talked too much, Donnie.
No,
You got
man,
any
you could never
questions?
talk too much, brother. I
Yeah.
love listening to you, man.
Thank you so
I'm
much,
telling
man. I
you,
love listening to you. Matter of
yeah.
fact, play your song going out. God is love. Is that the name of the song?
Jesus is love.
Jesus is
Yeah,
love.
Jesus is
Jesus, God,
love by
yeah,
the
yeah.
Commodores.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's always a pleasure talking to you. And I also want to congratulate you going into the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
And you
thank you.
deserve it. There's no question about it.
Well, thank you, George.
A pioneer. Are you the first national guy?
No.
Black guy?
Well,
Who's it?
No.
In radio.
For radio, no, because my radio has always been local. I've never
Always
done
been
national
local.
radio. Yeah,
But
television
when you
was
did
that.
MTV, was it MTV? What'd you do?
BET, Video Soul on BET.
That was a national video.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, but
Man, you've
radio's
been
always
around
been
for a
local.
while, 50-some years. Have you been doing it longer than Tom Joyner?
We've started around the same time. I started in '69.
Let's say
Tom's
say this is new school because there was some like Herb Kent. There was some guys.
Herb Kent, the cool gen.
Yes, sir. There were some guys in there.
Frankie
Alley
Crocker.
Cat, Hollywood, Frankie Crocker.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! I lived in New York back in that day. Oh, those are some crazy days.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Frankie was a king to me, and the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame, when I got nominated, that was the first thing I did was to check to see if Frankie was in there, and he wasn't.
Frankie's not in there?
And I felt like, well, you know what? How much does this mean to me then if Frankie's not in there?
Do you have to make a speech?
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me, he will be a part of it.
Thank you so much. Bring that up.
Oh,
Bring
without doubt.
Yeah.
Without doubt, man. He's the
Because
greatest.
he was a part of all of our lives. And back in the days, in the 70s and the 80s, going into the clubs, I lived in New York at that time, and that was like the biggest thing in the world, listening to radio.
Yeah, man.
Hollywood, Frankie Crocker.
Yep, no doubt.
WBLS. And that was the first time stereo was coming in.
Yeah, right.
Really great. And because he was associated with all the clubs and all of the stars, that was during the day of disco era.
Yeah.
That was crazy. People thought we were crazy out of New York, Studio 54 and all of that crazy stuff.
Yeah, man.
It was a good day back in the day.
Yep, no doubt, man. Yeah.
But congratulations. God bless you. I told you something good is going to happen to you, whether you like it or not. And America loves you. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Well, thank you, George. I love you back, man. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you again.
I hope you're not paying everybody as much as you paid me, because you paying me $30,000 to do this. I didn't even want to take it.
Well, you can give it back. We'll take it.
I just lie. I love lying.
I see.
I love lying.
Oh,
because it was only 15. Why don't I just double it to make it
sound bigger?
But Denny, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
George.
And thank you for helping all of the people in Washington, D.C., those young comedians there. And you're working with Tony. Oh, my God, I know Tony Perkins. He was with me when we started. He was a weatherman in New York. And I think he did a bit of comedy, too.
Yeah. He started in comedy. And then, of course, eventually went on to be the weatherman on Good Morning America.
Well, that's when he was doing comedy during the weather.
Yeah.
He's one of the first guys to start saying stupid stuff like, it's 15 degrees outside, but it feels like it's 7. I said, damn it, if it feels like it's 7, it must be 7. Stop saying stupid. It's a 50% chance of rain. I said, well, finally you got something right. Then he say stupid stuff like it's raining outside. What the hell else would it be raining but outside? Tony, he could say some stupid weatherman. I just start talking about weathermen and laughing at him all the time. Oh, my God.
Too funny.
So, and then you got Huggy Lowdown. And when you were out on your contract working on it, Chris Paul was sitting in with me.
Right.
I guess he was with you all the time.
Yeah.
But what a wonderful guys. These friends are so nice. And
yeah, man. Great
everybody
guy.
just loves you in the whole D.C. area. So,
well, thank you, man.
You did it. It's not only me, it's the whole DMV. I wanted to name that thing. My name still sounds better than the Washington football team.
I forgot what yours was. What was it?
The DMVs.
Oh, the
Washington,
DMVs, right.
the DMVs.
Yeah.
Then people know what that's what's the name? DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Right.
The DMVs. I still love my name. And you tell your assistant, Chill, to go to hell. Okay? He said he didn't like it at all.
Yeah, my producer, Rick Chill.
He didn't like my name at all. The DMVs.
Yeah.
How does he like the Washington football team?
Not at all. But that's going to change. That's just temporary. That's just for 1 year.
You know what they're going to change it to?
What?
The DMVs.
The DMVs.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure they do that.
All right. We'll see.
But listen, man, you keep on doing what you're doing, making people happy, and be blessed.
Thank you. I will. You too, man.
I almost said be best. What the hell?
Yeah.
This lady. No, let's leave her alone.
Yeah.
Be best.
All right.
They say she speaks 5 languages. Well, learn English, damn it. Be best.
All right, George. God bless you, my brother. Thank you again.
God bless you.
All right, brother.
Something good's going to happen to you.
Thank you, brother.
See ya.
You too. All right.
Let me give you my new phrase. Black at you. That's my new phrase.
Black at you. Black at you.
It's in the Washington trademarks, and I'm registering it now. Somebody say something to me. Right? Black at you.
Black at you. I love it. All right.
Black at you, Don.
Black at you, bro. Black at
See
you.
ya.
All right. Peace.